Hi guys, I wanted to start this video with a quick description of the channel and what it's about really and what I'm hoping to achieve, because I can imagine that for those of you who didn't know, I've done a meatloaf review video. It was my first video, and I can imagine a lot of people tuning into that and thinking, what is this bloke on about? This is the worst review I've ever heard in my life. But really what I'm hoping to achieve from these videos is really to provide entertainment. It's more of a chat down the pub with your mates after a few beers or having a laugh at work. It's not supposed to be serious, it's not supposed to be too deep or meaningful. It's just really to entertain and to have a laugh. So if you are tuning into this hoping to find out about my topic today, which is going to be the Olympics, then you're probably in the wrong place. You're not going to learn a great deal from this. It's really having a light view of it and having a laugh really about some of the things that go on. So with that in mind, let's start talking about the Olympics. So the Olympics obviously been around for quite a few hundred years. I haven't looked into this, by the way. This is just like guesswork at the moment, but bear with me. So it's been around for quite a few years now, and most of the events today I really could not see happening when it was invented. It's like cycling, you know, they didn't have bikes in them days. They didn't know what a bike was. I think they just invented the wheel, so it's like that has no meaning. What's that doing in there now? Diving, they didn't know what that was. They did these in amphitheatres that they used to wash just to get clean. They didn't know what diving was. And rowing, they would have laughed that right out. Rowing, what good's that to anybody? So let's go back to the first one, cycling. So as you know, we do well in cycling normally, and one of our great athletes has just retired from it. Now, let's put this into perspective. This man, yeah, don't get me wrong, he's achieved quite a lot. He's got a lot of gold medals. He's done well for himself. And let's face it, he's rich and famous. I wouldn't mind being a pound behind him, but the long and short of it is, he is famous for riding a posh bicycle around an oval fast. Now, what use is that in everyday life? How does that help the world? How does that help the world progress and to expand? If at the weekends he adapted that and he done something meaningful, maybe, I don't know, maybe he could be like a rickshaw driver in London, you know what I mean? He could be one of the fastest rickshaw. I'll give him a fiver to get me across town quickly, you know what I mean? He could get you there quicker than the motorbike or the taxi. That'd be meaningful. As to put good use to that talent. Just doing it every now and then, spinning around the track. He's cycling for 15 minutes and he's no further down the road than he was when he started. It's absolutely pointless. Diving. Here's another one that's a total waste of time. Basically, what good's that to anybody? He basically dives off a high board into a swimming pool. That's not helping the rate. How's that helping us progress into the pointless. Now, if he was a lifeguard, maybe at weekends he could like be a lifeguard down in Devon or Cornwall, and he could be the one that like dives in off the cliffs to save people. He could stand on the end, oi Bill, there's someone drowning outside. He could jump off, do a double spinning loop and boop 'em, land in the water, bloody yeah, hero, yeah, swim out, save the man. Everyone's happy. At least he'll be getting our money's worth from all his lottery grants that he gets paid. Another thing we're good at, rowing. You know what I mean? What good's that nowadays? The only time that was any good was a few hundred years ago when the old Vikings were coming across the channel. They would have loved that. Now if at weekends these rowers done like charters or something and took people up and down the Thames, you know what I mean? That'd be worthwhile, but just rowing up and down the river at 5:30 in the morning, 365 days a year is no good to anybody. It's just like pack it in, get a real job or something, because you're not helping us in any way, shape or form. Now don't even get me started on the bloody long jump. What is the point in that? Basically, they charge down a flipping runway and leap or jump or whatever they flipping do, chuck themselves as far out into a jam pit as they can. Well, why? It's like, when did you realise you were good at that? It's like, that's the sort of thing you do at school just to waste a bit of time, isn't it? When you're fed up with like digging holes in it. It's like, just get a job down Mackie D's or something. At least you're helping the economy or helping the human race to progress into the next level. We're not going to get into space. What with people like jumping into sand pits? It's like, grow up and flipping get a job. Was useless. And I think one of the reasons I don't like, it's not that I don't like these Olympians, it's just that they remind me of the people at school, you know, you know what I mean, the ones that were good at all the sports. Every school's got them, haven't it? They're good at the football, they're good at the rugby, they're bloody quick, they can do this bit of that, all the bloody girls are after him. Oh look, he's good at rugby, he's good at cricket, oh let's have a piece of him, I don't want you. You no good, what are you good at? I'm not good at, I'm good at chess. Well, that ain't going to bloody get it. That's no good to me. I want someone who's big and muscly and good at football. So I think that's some of the reason that I look at these people and I think, yeah, I bet they've had all the girls, all the boys, you know what I mean? There's plenty of female ones as well. They've had everybody, and it's like, I know they train hard and that, but it's not a bad lifestyle, is it really? Every couple of years comes round, you're famous, you're on the telly, you win medals. Oh, I'm a hero, oh look at you, aren't you a hero? You can throw a pole 90 metres, whoopee, yeah, well done. Oh look, you're great, look, you can run at 100 metres flat in bloody 9.6 seconds. Well, what good's that? And they could be a copper at the weekends. They should be coppers, the people that are good at running. It's like, yeah, look, he's just nicked someone's purse. Go get him. Let's see how quick you are then when there's a bloody gun pointing at your flipping face halfway down the road. No, running's a good one. At least that has a purpose in the everyday man's and woman's life, doesn't it? You could, when it's a nice day, you could run down to the beach, or you could you could run down and help someone out. It's like, yeah, I'll run down and get you shopping, or the running's a good one. They should stick with that one. Everyone should be runners. No, the fast walking, don't even get me started on that one. Hi guys, thanks for listening. Hit like if you found this video entertaining, and please hit subscribe to hear more from me in the future.